All right, everybody, we are live. I think everything is working. I apologize. My face is really shiny, and it's just because I've got so much light coming at me from my computer screens. So this is just going to be how it is. And I'm just making sure that the audio is working. So it's going to be double for a second. So this is just going to be how it is. And I'm just making sure that the audio is working. So it's going to be double for a second. Okay, so the audio is working, which is great. And today we are going to be designing some book covers. So not some book covers, like one book cover. So for those in the chat, I see Cool Gamer is here. I see Zara. Well, I see Inimitable Books is here. Zara, I'm just going to call you Zara. I hope that's okay. So I see a whole bunch of people in the chat. So I honestly have not really thought about what we're going to do today, what we're going to design today. So what I was thinking we could do is we could hop over to get started to Shutterstock or to Deposit Photo, and we could have a look at some stock images there and see what kind of inspires us for today. So we are going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm just going to share my screen. All right, so you're about to see kind of like StreamYard inception here. There we go. But now we are on Deposit Photos, and I've also already got Photoshop opened up. I'm just making sure my screen share is working. So I'm just watching over here. When Designing is here too. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. All right, good. So all of my screen share is working. I'm so sorry. This was supposed to start an hour ago, but okay. Long story, but I forgot, the wall piece of like a charger? Like, when you charge your like iPhone in to like the wall piece and then it plugs into the wall. I don't know what to call it, but that little square that takes the USB and plugs it into the wall. Well, I only own one of those, and I forgot it at my parents' house, and it screwed up my whole cord setup. Like, I don't have enough cords and outlets, so I couldn't figure out how to hook up my camera while also hooking up my screens. Anyway, it was all sorted. I was able to hook something up into the back of my monitor instead of just my bar. I know it sounds so weird, but like I'm already short on like places to plug things in, and the loss of that one thing screwed up my whole setup, and I just couldn't figure it out. Anyway, it took some time, but I figured out how to plug something into my other monitor, and my other monitor is plugged into my computer, and my computer then sends the signal through my other monitor to my camera. It's a whole thing. All right, so what are we feeling today? Like, I was thinking maybe we could do like fantasy. I mean, we always do fantasy, but like, is there something in particular that we could do? I don't know. Maybe something Peter Pan like. I downloaded this because I was making a Peter Pan inspired cover, and then ended up not using it. So I don't know. We could do a Peter Pan inspired cover. Let me know in the comments, guys, what you're thinking of, like what piques your interest today. We could also just do kind of like a decorative fantasy cover. If this would load. Why isn't this loading? That's rude. I'm kind of into that. Like, what if we did like a fantasy cover where it looked like these like moths and butterflies were like pressed onto the cover? I'm trying to think of a title for that though, like what genre it would be. Like a court of moths and butterflies. I'm pretty sure that's already a title. Okay, so When Designing loves the Peter Pan idea. So why don't we do something that fuses like, okay, Peter Pan. Okay. Let's start with this. We're gonna do something Peter Pan. So we're just gonna download this. Peter Pan. Peter Pan. I'm still just like looking through here. What if we did like, okay, wait, file. Okay, so this is Hook's hook, obviously. I really don't like the bottom, so we're gonna change that. We're gonna put some gold on this, I think, like a gold texture. But what if we had like it with a skull and called the book like The Death of Peter Pan or something? Made it like a dark Peter Pan. Ooh, I see, Zara, This Way to Neverland. I love the musical so much. I don't know that one. The musical Finding Neverland was cute, but nothing will beat Olympic gymnast Kathy Rigby as Peter Pan. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I kind of like it like this. Yeah, we're gonna have to do something. It just looks so like AI generated, so we're gonna have to do something with the bottom. Not AI generated, I should say. It looks so, it's not AI. It's 3D modeled. It looks so 3D modeled. That's way too big. We don't want it to. Okay. Okay. Yes to a skull in The Death of Peter Pan, or Peter Pan is Dead. Yes. A wicked style retelling of Peter Pan from Hook's POV. Yes, I love that. Oh, okay. So the musical is called Peter Pan, but the famous line is This Way to Neverland. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Peter Pan is dead. Okay. So we're going to do that. What about just Pan is dead? Pan is dead. We could do Peter Pan too. Okay. So, but firstly, we're going to deal with this. I know this is not how I normally don't start with the object, but we're going to deal with this really ugly bottom part of the hook because I don't like it. And sorry, Trisha Paytas, for anybody who cares, is joining the cast of The Real Housewives, and it's a really big deal to. I don't watch The Real Housewives, but my friends and I are all kind of like jokingly Trisha Paytas fans. Not like. I don't know how to describe it. We're not real fans, but like, anyway. So it's a big thing that she's joining the cast of Real Housewives right now. So all my friends are texting one another about it. Yeah. Okay, so I want to keep the silver parts. So we're gonna, like, I feel like this looks better. I feel like this looks better. Let's just like erase. And again, for those who are joining maybe for the first time, I don't have my stylus while I don't have my tablet and my stylus while I am designing on these streams. So it's not always the cleanest of lines, but they will be fixed eventually because I'm just using my trackpad here. And I could go bigger than this. Oh, see, even the silver looks very like generated. Okay, here, wait. We're gonna do this to still have the silver, but give it some texture. We're getting rid of this entirely. I'm also gonna have to make this more muted. It's a little much right now. Okay, but the silver still has some texture, so that's good. We're obviously gonna have to go in and fix these lines because they're pretty bad right now. Oh, it's gold up here too. Okay. Here, like that. Yeah, okay. Oopsies. Maybe I need to bring the vibrance down. Okay, whatever. We'll deal with this later. It looks better. It looks better. All right. So for those who are just joining in the chat, we are writing a story about, or not writing a story. Wow, guys, it has been the holidays. Okay. We are designing a book cover inspired by Peter Pan, and we are calling it Peter Pan is Dead or Pan is Dead, something. Honestly, it's going to be what fits best on the cover. JC Carpenter has just arrived. Hello. Good to see you. So we are currently designing a book cover. I don't know what we should do with the skull. Like, should we have the hook in the skull and have the skull kind of up here? Or do we want maybe like the skull hanging from the hook? I feel like that might not make a lot of sense. Okay, we're just brainstorming ideas right now. Honestly, I shouldn't have even I don't even know why I went in and did this bottom part here, because like we're just brainstorming right now. This might not work out. So we're just going to call this hook, and then we're going to find a skull, and we're going to like place a skull somewhere on here. Oh, you know what we could do, which could be cool for the composition? Okay, bear with me, people. Let's download this skull. It looks like it could work. Okay, file. We're gonna place this guy. Okay. Let's see how well this selects. Oh, pretty good. Okay, I'm also just gonna change the background to like some sort of solid color so that we can see everything better. So let's just do green. Sorry, I know this is really obnoxious, but oh, hi Woodland Miss, good to see you. We're doing a Peter Pan inspired book cover. So what I'm thinking of doing is, what if we change the composition and we flipped this around? So I know this is going to be weird, but I really have been enjoying covers that are a little topsy-turvy lately. And so what if we did something like this? And then edit, free transform. Okay, proportions are going to be an issue with this. But what if we had the skull like kind of hanging from the hook? This skull doesn't work. We need a different one. But like something where the composition's a little bit like topsy-turvy, or like we had it hooked into like the eye socket here. Oh yeah, through the eye socket. And had the skull hanging from the eye socket. Okay, that's what we're doing, but we need a different skull. So I like the kind of like weird topsy-turvy. Like there's been a lot of covers with like the person upside down and the hair flowing and stuff like that. So we're going to kind of embrace that and try to make like a different kind of composition with this. Okay, let's see what skulls I have here. This could be good. But like this, okay. No, I have an idea. We're using this one. So we're gonna have the hook go in through the nose and out through the eye. Okay. We're gonna give this one a shot. Okay. Yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay. I'm into this. I'm really into this, guys. I'm really into this. Okay. So we're just gonna move this down a little bit because we still kind of want it a little bit centered. Okay. So we're gonna roughly do this. Alrighty, so let's see. We need to see this all the way through here. Wow, that was actually pretty good for a rough go at it. Okay, and then we need oh shit. I think we need the hook to be a little smaller. Yeah, like that. And we need the skull to look like it's hanging from the hook, so it needs to be placed like it's like that almost. Yeah, we do. Otherwise, the physics of it don't really make sense. And like, not that everything needs to make sense on book covers, they really don't. But sometimes when things are a little bit off, it like our eye gets a little weirded. So like it has to be like hanging on the top of the nose bone. Like it can't just be going into the middle of nowhere. Okay, and then we're gonna have this come out here. Yeah. And then we're gonna have to like add some shading. Okay, again, this is a rough sketch, guys. Rough sketch. Okay, like I love it, but we need okay, I know I just made this smaller, but this actually needs to be bigger. And I know it's not really going to make that much sense if it's bigger, but it just needs to be bigger it just needs to be bigger, guys. It just needs to be bigger. Yeah, and then we can move it all down. This is going to be a dark cover. I love it. And then the title can go up top really big and the author name at the bottom. And we're actually, you know what? We're going to change Hook's. We're going to make Hook's thing red because I feel like I associate red with Captain Hook. So we're just going to do this. We want the color. Okay, well, it needs to be darker. We're going to figure this out. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's redo this. Again, rough. So we're going to need... We also have to do something with the skull. All right, while I'm doing this, everybody in the comments, what kind of like classical Peter Pan symbols. What else can we put on this cover? Should we put a little dead fairy? Is that too morbid? I don't even know how I would do a dead fairy. Okay. Again, these lines aren't going to be perfect, but that's what it's going to look like. Oh, I like that. I like that. I like that. All right. I'm just jumping over to the chat really quickly to see what's going on there. This is going to look so cool. Thanks. I like your suggestion of the like hook through the socket, the skull hanging from the hook. I think you need to rotate the skull a little bit more clockwise. Yeah, I can definitely do that. I'm a writer, but I definitely need to learn book cover design. Raf, you can always hire a book cover designer, but it is fun to learn book cover design, that's for sure. Woodland is suggesting stars or pixie dust. Yes, we'll definitely do something like that. Okay, so this is generally what we're going for right now. So we do need to do something to this, to the actual like hook part right now. It just looks too, like there's so much texture here. There's so much texture here now. And this just looks too like computer generated, because it is computer generated. So we'll put the background. I also feel like I want this skull to be more black and white. Right now it's like kind of leaning a little yellowy. Not fully black and white, like that's better. Like that looks more scully. And do we want it like white? Like, you know when skulls are like white? Maybe if I do that, I can make this more. And then make this more. Okay, we'll figure it out. I don't know why I'm getting lost in these details that are not needed right now. So we've got the hook, we've got it hanging. Okay. Let's see how this would look in black or like a grayish kind of background. Oh, or maybe red for Captain Hook. Okay, maybe. We're not just doing that. We're going to obviously pick a background. Okay. So we've got the hook, we've got Pan hanging. How dark do we want to go? Because we can make the, we can put blood on the skull and on the hook. I feel like that's too much. Yeah, we're going to make this look like more, we're going to put a texture on it because it doesn't work the way it is right now. Like we could theoretically do this. Just for now, just so that we get a like good look of it. It's too big. I don't know why this is like this. We want this black and white. Oh, frick. We're just doing this for now. This is probably going to change. But at least it gives us some texture for now. That could be better. And then we could darken this whole thing. Yeah, I hate the handle right now, but we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Actually, maybe the original handle looks okay. But I'm kind of into the hook. That actually looks okay in black now. Okay. Okay, wait a minute. I was like, with the brightness turned down, the original handle might look all right. That looks all right. Okay. Okay. We're spending too much time on this. It's not really what we need right now. What if we put Tink in Peter's mouth, like hiding? But it would just be like a bright light, but like she's kind of like sheltered in there. I don't know. Yes to blood on the hook. I mean, at least a little anyway. Maybe like some blood like dripping down here. Yeah, okay. Okay. Let's go look for some blood. This would work. I'm not really a huge fan of it though. What are some other like Peter Pan-y symbols? Like there's Tank. There's the stars. This would be a good one, I think. Yeah. Okay. How are you feeling about this so far? Oh, Woodland loves the Tink idea. Okay, so let's just get like a little ball of light. Well, let's see what I have for fairies. That would be too much detail. My fear is that it'll just look like a ball of light, and unless people like really get that it's Peter Pan, they won't understand that it's Tink. Okay, we're just gonna rough cut this. Oh, we could put it. Okay. Okay, bear with me, folks. Oh no. Why isn't this working? There we go. Okay. Okay, guys, this is another instance of me getting, like, we're going to be getting into something that we probably shouldn't be getting into because this is going to take forever. But it's looking good. Okay. We're going to have to work this a little bit. I made a mistake here. Here is where I made a mistake. That's okay. The bottom parts don't matter because we're going to add them to the face. We're going to add the drips after, so just ignore the drips, guys. We just need to get the blood the right shape of the hook. Okay. Why is that doing that? Oh, it's because the hook's got some stuff covering it. And then we're going to add the drips. So like this, you'll see. All right. I am spending too much time on things that we shouldn't really be spending that much time on right now. We need to be spending time on things like the background, but instead, this is what we're doing. So just to get a sense of like what it could look like. Like, so we're gonna like put this on here, for example. And then we're gonna get rid of this. Get it all nice and blended, kind of, for now. This works. This works for now. So that's how we're going to add the drips, but we're not going to do it right now. Blood drips. This is our kind of copy file. Okay, so that's how we're going to do it. Actually, that drip needs to be bigger. We want to be able to see it. And then we're going to like put like maybe a splatter on the skull, like where it fell onto the skull. But again, I'm getting caught up in stuff that like you don't need to be caught up in right now. Looking cool though. Looking cool though. How do we like the blood so far? Little morbid? Little morbid. That's okay. All right, so I think what we can do in the background is when I think of Captain Hook, I think of like gold, because, you know, pirate. So we're going to maybe throw some gold in there. Like gold and red leather. I'm just going to look up like Captain Hook right now. All right, guys, how are we feeling? How are we liking this? Okay, so wait, he's got a red jacket and like a pinkish hat and a purple sash. I'm looking at the Disney Captain Hook, okay? So yeah, we're gonna go with this red gold. Okay. Can I show you guys something? I'm gonna show you guys something. 1 second. It's kind of like a cheat code. I have to stop sharing my screen though. So I'm gonna stop sharing my screen really quickly just to open up a whole bunch of stuff. And then we're going to cheat. This is my favorite thing ever, but for some reason, only Adobe InDesign seems to have it. Maybe Illustrator has it, but I can't remember. So let me open this up. Okay. Images. So I'm just trying to look for an iconic Captain Hook image right now, and I'm going to show you guys this cheat code in Illustrator. Not Illustrator, wow, InDesign. Okay, this is pretty iconic hook, I would say. So I'm gonna copy this. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen again. I just had to like open up all my programs and I'm like, I don't know what's on. I like wanted to make sure that I didn't show any like client stuff or anything like that. Okay, so this is just a picture of Captain Hook that I took off of Google and I put into InDesign. Like really nothing fancy. For anything in InDesign that you enjoy the color theme of, you can go to this eyedropper tool and instead of just stealing, like if you steal this, like I'd get that red, right? If I go to the color theme tool and I click on the picture, it gives me the color scheme for the whole picture. Like it makes up, it takes the color scheme from the picture. And it's like such a cheat code because you can take any picture and pull the like color scheme from it. And so we're just going to like now use this color scheme. Instead of making swatches, I'm just gonna like, well, I hate that they're not even. So we're just going to make sure they are even. And we're just going to like fill these in with the colors. Yeah. So like I could make swatches, like I could make swatches and then like import, like save them and then import them into Photoshop. But I'm just going to use this as a reference and use these colors. Because these are obviously the hook colors. So we're just gonna make this one this. Done. Those are Captain Hook's colors. Yeah. Yeah. So it's like the easiest peasiest thing. You just copy an image or paste or place an image in InDesign, and then you use the eyedropper tool here. It's called Color Theme Tool. Photoshop doesn't have it. Rude. And yeah, that's all you do. And then you have the colors. And like, obviously you can adjust these colors a little bit. Like I like this bright red a little bit more. So I'm going to, and you can also get different kinds of themes. You can get the colorful theme, the bright theme, the dark theme, the muted theme. Like it will pull all of the different themes from the picture. But so this is like I personally like the colorful of the bright, but then you can play with it a little bit. Like I like, for example, I like this red that's here. So I'm going to pull this red too. And not use it for that. I'm going to use it for that. We're going to use none here. But yeah, that's it. So this is our color scheme we're going to use. I'm going to try and copy these into Photoshop. It might not work. Oh. Yeah, okay, it did. So it just copied in as a vector, not individual vectors. And we're just going to call this color. Done. And then we can hide that and we can take from it on the eyedropper tool, you know. So easy peasy lemon squeezy. We're already kind of matching this one. So like I can go here, be like, oh, I want to change this to this color. There we go. Now it's matching. Now it's matching the hook color scheme. Anyway, that's my little like cheat code on how to steal colors. So, all right. So let's get a background on this though, because we need a background. Oops. Hi, everyone. I'm thinking leather. Just like simple leather. But we're going to turn it red. We're going to do red leather. So it's like kind of like his coat. I'm assuming the coat's a leather coat. Oh, that's not what I want. I want it turned 90 degrees. I want this. Now we're going to like something like that. But maybe a bit darker. Okay. So we've got a little bit of a background going, a little bit of a background. The skull looks okay on the background. And it's kind of like alligator skin, right? Which is like a huge thing in Peter Pan. We're gonna have to do a lot of work on this hook. I'm not really a huge fan of how it's looking, so we're gonna have to do a lot of work on that. And then I think we need to make this all a little bit smaller. So we can get everything on here. You know what? I lied. I think I'm going to put the leather texture on the hook, and I think we're going to do like an actual background. Like the island, the trees, like everything. Okay. So let's get rid of this for a second. Let's just work on the background for a minute. So I think we'll do like a Neverland kind of background. Okay, this looks very Neverlandy, but like we have to obviously put some we have to make it more Neverlandy. Okay, I like this. We're gonna make it nighttime. What is this daytime? What is this daytime stuff? We're also, I think, gonna make it on we're currently working on 6x9, but we're gonna make it like it's the full wrap. So, oh no, not open. File new. So 6x9, let's add, so 12, 14. Yeah, okay. So we're just making it large so that it could wrap around the whole book. Okay, and we're gonna copy this color scheme over here because we want the background to basically be this color scheme is what we're going to do. Actually, we want this even bigger. Yeah, because 14 minus 6 is 8, so this will be the front cover. This is the front cover, this is the theoretical spine, and that's the back cover. Okay. So the next thing we want to do is we're going to change this into nighttime manually. I just want this back here. Sky. Again, this is going to be a shitty selection. It's not really going to be the best. And we're going to find a night sky here. Oh, should we put like multiple moons in Neverland? Oh, I love this background. We're going to use this one. I don't even think I've actually ever used this yet. Maybe I have. Oh no, I have once. But it wasn't in anything like this, so. Okay, and then we're gonna go flip this. way too large. Okay, that's kind of cool, but that's going to be exactly where Hook's hand is. Okay, whatever. We'll figure it out. Okay, adjustments. We're gonna now try and match this color scheme a little bit. I feel like this color for the night sky would be very appropriate. I feel like I like it more as like an overlay than, you know what, we're gonna see how it goes with the color. Okay. Now, bear with me, people. We're going to make this kind of like this color. No. There. That's nice. Maybe if we do the same here. No. I mean, that brightness is cool, but we're just gonna stick with this. Okay, this is looking pretty good. So now we want to make sure that these match. We're gonna just oil paint these a bit. Okay, and now the sky clearly needs to be darker. It's like way too bright. We'll fix the moon. Don't worry, guys. We'll fix the moon. I feel like we need more magic in the background. I feel like we need a lot more magic in the background. We're making a bigger moon. We're putting in a bigger moon for sure. Okay. We're just gonna take you. We need something. We need something like spark-like and magical and oh, like shooting stars. I can draw shooting stars, so we're not gonna fuss ourselves with doing that. But or maybe mist, like a mist. Where'd my moon go? I want my moon. Let's go. Oh, so Sorry, a friend just texted me that they got my book. Which is so fun. We're just going to make the moon obnoxiously large. Obnoxiously large. And we're going to, okay, so this is the clouds. This is the island. This is the moon. We do want to put a color on the moon. Do we want the moon to be orange? Salt color. No, I think we still want this like purpley tone to it. Yeah. Okay. We need to do some lighting. I mean, that's obviously way too light, but that's obviously way too light. There we go. We need a different kind of like lighting. Zara, I just got your text message. I will read it in a second. Okay. We also do need like that brightness though, like is something that's like is something that actually I know seems a little ridiculous, but we're going to actually put it back in here. Oops. That's probably not even going to show, so it doesn't have to be that great. Wow, that's way too small. I know this seems excessive, but it's not. Actually, we're just going to put it at like 95%. No, 85%. And we're going to blur it a little bit. There. What a lush, magical jungle. We do need to get rid of some of the lighting here because it is a little like blocked off. That's way too much. Nah, we're just gonna leave it. We're just gonna leave it. Okay. We're just gonna design this on here now. Show guides. Okay. All right, folks. Moment of truth. Oh, that's looking kind of cool. Okay. Yes. Yes. Okay, so we're going to put like some really cool like glowy thing happening on the hook. Oh, yeah. Okay. The hook, first of all, is going to be black. We're getting rid of this here. Okay, that is black, but we're keeping the texture. Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh my God, yes. Okay. So we're gonna put this in this is gonna be called the background. We're gonna call this the midground. We're actually gonna put some stuff in the foreground. Like, so behind this, I wanna put a banister, like a ship banister. And then I want some like plants or like sails or ropes or whatever it may be kind of coming in a little bit. Okay, so we've got a little bit of work to do to make that happen. So let's see if we have a like banister. Or like ship. We're just gonna look up ship. Pirate ship. I could draw it, but I would need my pen. Do we put a ship in the water? Do we put a ship in the water? I don't know. Yes to a ship in the water? Okay. Let's try. Like, this is kind of what I was looking for, but I don't want this whole like scene. I just want like, I just want the banister. Like, I just want this part. Oh, or maybe like some ship rigging. One second. Okay. Like, having this rigging would be really cool. It's gonna be a pain in the ass, I'll tell you that. Unless we get a vector. Like having like the ropes coming down. Yeah, we're definitely gonna put a ship in for sure. Like, this would be perfect. It's gonna be such a pain in the ass. So like this could come down behind the scene, but this is up top of the ship, so it doesn't actually make that much sense. We need something like lower. This. Like, this is what I want, but I need a bigger picture of it. I need it like further out for it to make sense in our composition. Maybe rope rigging. We could put a wheel in. Ship rope rigging. Let's try that. Yeah, like this. This is what I want, but it needs to be like, this size won't work. Or we could make it like this and put the background back here and have it like hooks like holding Pan's head. We could draw it. We could draw it. It would take a long time. Wow, I'm having such a dilemma about this. I want rigging. I want it. Okay, so I think that first picture was the best one that we found. Ship. This one. This one, this one, this one. How are we going to use it though? We could trace it. I'm just gonna try it before I actually buy it so I can see what it'll look like. I'm also falling out of love of the clouds. I think I want a starry sky. Okay, so I just want this section right here. I want to put it here like that. Okay. And then I'm gonna, okay. Again, we haven't bought this image yet. We're just trying it out. So if I then erase these, erase, and then I want, where are my colors? Solid color, okay. But I want it this. Like, that's so nice. Okay, well, color burn looks better because it's nighttime, so. I guess that's the photographer. Like some rigging. We can add it here too. Transform, horizontal. Thanks for the picture of the rigging, Rob. Appreciate it. But then if like we had a banister, it would like fill it all even more. It would have to be darker though. These would have to be like much darker. Like almost black rigging. How are we feeling about the rigging, y'all? And then like ropes, right? Like there could be a rope coming in front. Okay, well, we're just gonna fall out of love with that for a second. And we're going to put a starry background in. Like space. Stars. Like this. Oh, I actually remember, I don't really like this one that much. Okay, we're into the rigging. We're gonna put a ship in too, but we're into the rigging. Like, do we put like a really crazy space background? Because like, you know, Neverland. Like, what about something like this? Let's just give it a shot, just for funsies. Okay, well, it needs to be darker, but not that dark. Okay. Bear with me, folks. We're doing a combo. Okay. I mean, I don't hate it. That's how I feel about it. I think this needs to be a little bit more purpley. I actually think I'm just I don't hate it. We'll figure it out. I'm not like super against it. Okay, let's add this rigging back in. Okay. We're into the rigging. We're going for the rigging. Whoa, 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 whoa. So we're gonna buy the rigging. Okay. The rigging will need a lot of help. That's for sure. Okay. Actually, I kind of like these like cross. What if we put the rigging here? We're getting rid of all this. I really just wanted this section. All right, how are we feeling about this, y'all? How are we feeling about like, what if we flip this like this? Got some rigging going on. We're gonna actually duplicate this and flip it. I don't understand rigging, so I don't really care if this is not the most accurate, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay. Then we're gonna get rid of these, I think. Just kind of have these ones. Oopsies. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We're gonna get rid of these too. Okay. Oopsies. Get rid of these. I don't want this one here. Kind of wanted to frame the moon, you know? Is what I'm kind of going for. Like I said, I don't know how rigging works, so this is probably not accurate, but we're not caring. Okay. I'm just trying to picture how, I can't really picture how it looks with like just like the front cover. So I keep on blocking, like I'm using my hand to block out the back cover in Photoshop just to be like, how does that look? So we're just kind of going with it the way it is. Okay. So this is our rigging. We're going to use this as the kind of gold color that we want. And this one, yeah. And then we're just going to make it darker. Okay, there's obviously things I need to fix up in this rigging, like all of this blue here. Actually, you know what? We're going to cheat the system a little bit and try and get rid of as much blue as possible right now. So we're going to select a color range. Whoa, whoa, whoa. I want to delete it on here. Delete. Delete. Oh, that didn't really work that well. Okay, well, we're just going to have to go in and fix it. That's okay. Yes, 1 second. Color range. This. Okay, this might be better. Okay. No. We're just going to go get rid of these big ones right now because the big ones are bothering me. And the small ones we could maybe fix with some creativity. Oh, those are big. Okay. And then we need to get rid of this. This isn't part of our rigging. Goodbye. And I don't know why there's a line here, but there's a line here. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. I hate that. No, 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 no. This is all wrong. Oh, black would look so good, but I'm trying to keep it with our color scheme here. Okay. Okay. Not mad at it. Don't hate it. I do think I'm going to not blur them that much, but they're in the background. So like a little tiny, tiny, tiny blur. Okay. All right, folks, how are we liking this? I'm thinking it's nice. I mean, as nice as a skull on a hook could be. Sarah's saying, if you can't see the sail, there's no way to say that the rigging is wrong. Perfect. It's Neverland. Hook rigs how he rigs. Yeah, exactly. Okay, good. Good. So we're all in agreement that we're just gonna let it slide. Okay, sorry guys. These little ones are also pissing me off a little bit. I just need to go in and fix these. I need a bigger brush, please. There's a shortcut. Oops. There's a shortcut to changing brush sizes, and I hate using it because I always feel like I just like over click and then they're never the size that I want. We also might cheat the system a little bit and just like draw on to add to make sure that things are looking okay. Like here, this is fully missing. It's not even connected. Just make sure that's like connected. Okay. Don't hate it. I don't hate it. So just on the hook, we're going to add a bit of like moon brightness. Just a little. Just because I want to see how it's going to look. Lighting. Okay. That looks cool. Okay. That's all I wanted to do. It's not perfect, but it looks cool. Let's get the title in here to see how we're going to do that. Okay. All right. I'm thinking we put Peter Pan and then is dead big. Wow, 1 second. This rigging is really pissing me off. It's not. Oh, that's so much better. So much better. Okay. Peter Pan is dead. Okay. I think Here, one sec, guys. I'm gonna save this. What the? Save. Okay. Don't wanna lose the file. Okay, here we go. All right, so it's just saving. I want more magic in it. I want it to be really, really magical. So we're gonna add magic in a little bit, but right now we're gonna do the title. So I think we just put dead here, like huge, dead. I literally have no idea what that was. Like, nah, that's way too big. So like if we have this here, and I kind of want it behind the mid-crown in front of the rigging. No, we need that E in front. Dead's got to be in front. I was thinking of doing it. Okay, so there's this option. Obviously the title needs to change. So there's the option where we put it here, just in the front. Like, I don't hate that. I don't hate that. We could do it like have this like up in this corner here. Like that. I don't know. What do y'all think? Obviously the sizing's not right and we'd have to switch this up a bit, but like Peter Pan is dead, like that? Or like this? And then we could have the fonts like all interacting with the rigging in the background. So that's gonna be cool. Yeah. I'm gonna have the hook go through the E. No, I like it like this. I like it like this. Nope. I like it like this. Okay. Okay. Now we just have to figure out what to do with the font. Okay. All right. How's everyone feeling right now? The other way was kind of cool because it's like a different composition, but this is like classic. It looks good. We're just going to move this all to one. I really like it in the white, but obviously you can't really see much with the moon in the background. We could do gold. Let's get our color scheme out. Oh, we could do this orange. Maybe the orange would have been good for the rigging. Oh, that's a better idea. Obviously not that. That's awful, but... like that. Like that. Like that. And then it's dark. Maybe not that dark, but like dark. That makes a lot more sense. Okay. So, and it blends really well with the background. Alrighty. That's good. That's good. We're gonna have to put some lighting on it in some places too. Oops, I just hit my camera. Sorry. Now we need to deal with the title. Okay. I've got all of these styles here, so I definitely think we go with like, oh, silver would be cool too, but we're not doing that, so. Yeah, no. Okay. What is making it like weird like this? Mm-hmm. Alrighty, I'm tired. Like those are classic Captain Hook colors, you know? Like that's looking very classic Hook pan. I'm not sure about the font yet. I'm not sure about the font yet, to be totally honest. Like we could do... Ah, no, I want that there. Like just something simple. Peter Pan is dead. I don't know. I don't know. Zoom out. Can we see the title? I think it needs to be brighter. How are we feeling, y'all? How are we feeling? I think maybe less of a bevel and emboss. Something a little bit more like that. I don't know. We'll figure it out, but the title's there. We're going to put the author name in just so that we have it. Actually, yeah, let's keep it like that. Author name. No, we're gonna do it's smaller. There we go. And we're also going to make these into this color. Done. Okay. And put this behind the midground. There. It looks nice. Needs work, but it's getting there. It's getting there. I think the background needs a little bit more blur on this. Or not blur, I should say. That's nice. I think the moon needs a little bit of a filter applied to it. All right, everyone's loving it. That's great. I'm happy y'all like it. I'm also going to put a blur on the moon. Just a little bit. Whoa, that's not what I want. Apply layer mask. We're gonna blur this. How blurry do we think the background should be? Not that blurry, a little blurry, a little fuzzy. We're gonna also blur this. I'm thinking it's looking good. I think it's looking good. Okay, what we do need to do is move this midground up then move the title. And I'm like very much a fan. It's looking good. It's looking good. Yeah. So we're also going to do the same thing to the rigging here. We're going to duplicate these. And then we're going to rasterize these. And we're going to blur them. Oh. Oopsies. Come on, filter, blur, let's go. Like less of a blur, but a little bit of a blur. Can I just show you guys something so cool though? Like, so this is like the cover, right? And it's Captain Hook. And it's like, this is why I love this tool in InDesign. Cause like, look, like those color schemes, like it's so Captain Hook. It's just so Captain Hook. Like, I'm just gonna put them side by side. Oopsies. There we go. Like, it's looking so Captain Hook-like, which I love. So that's great. Yeah. So Dee is asking in the comments, can anyone tell me the difference between Adobe Photoshop and InDesign? So InDesign is primarily used, or I primarily use it for like design of large documents. So the interior of a book, a magazine, a large like report or something like that is what you would use InDesign for, because InDesign has really cool capabilities where it like you can set paragraph and like heading characteristics essentially, so styles, and so that way when you plug in your text, the style is consistent all throughout. It's used a lot of the times to design the interior of books, but for me, like I personally kind of just use it to pull colors, or if I'm designing large documents. Yeah, for sure. I'm just like, so like, it's very Hook and I'm very into it. Okay. So I think it's time to put in some like magic, some final touches, and to like add more of this blood, or not more of the blood. I actually don't really, like, I like the blood, but we need to fix it a little bit. So let's start off though with, this is light. We need some shadow on the hook. So we need some shadow on the hook. Everyone's saying the color scheme is so good. Thank you. It's not mine. I just took it from the from the picture. Okay. So we need, yeah, that's so much better with the shadow coming in there. We also need shadow on the blood. Where is my blood? Oh, there. Okay. Doesn't need that much shadow. Okay. We're just gonna call this blood so I know what it is. Okay. It's looking good. We do also need some shadow on the skull. It's behind here, under the hook. Obviously that's way too much shadow, so we're gonna take some of it away. There we go. It's better. That's better. Add a little bit of dimension, you know. Okay, and let's get this right here. Oopsies. I need to get rid of some of this skull. Okay, and now we're gonna play with this blood a little bit. This strip needs to be thicker widthwise so that we can see it better. I'm gonna put it right at the top. Okay. Okay, well, this needs to be fixed. The skull here. There we go, come on. Okay. So I'm not really a huge fan of how the blood is positioned right now. So we're just gonna like try and remedy this a little bit. There we go. That's looking better. And I also want more red here. So we're going to cheat this. I'm just going to make the tip of this a little red. So it goes all the way to the top. A little bit of emphasis there. There we go. Okay, looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Do we want another drip of blood? Or do we think one's enough? I think one might be enough if we make it kind of like splatter, which could be kind of cool. So like a splatter here. Do we think the blood needs to be on the other side of the hook too? Like, obviously that doesn't make sense, but like, yeah, I think we do. Okay. Like, I just think it would look cool if the whole thing was a little bloody, you know? Like, even on this side. Like that. And then we'll just like erase it a little bit. Not that much. That was too much. Like this. So it's like kind of a little bloody going in. That looks pretty cool, I think. Okay, so now the skull needs some shadow. So this is the whole hook. So that's the other skull. We have some shadow up there, but the skull actually needs more shadow. It needs the shadow on the bottom because the bottom is literally in shadow. The top's in the moon and the bottom's in shadow. Okay. We're gonna call this the cast shadow layer. That's so much better. Immediately, so much better. And then we're actually going to have a layer of even darker shadow. That's like really under. Okay, that looks better. Looks better. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. That looks better. All right, saying another question when you have a minute. How long does it take you to get confident in designing covers? I remember you began this in late 2020. I designed a lot of covers for really cheap, before I got any kind of confidence. But yeah, I would say maybe a year. It took a while. Splatter of a few drops of blood might work. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like maybe some blood. I don't know. Okay. Let's get rid of this color scheme thing here. Okay. I feel like it's looking good. The rigging I'm going to need to draw and erase some stuff on. And I can't do that on the stream because I don't have my Wacom tablet plugged in. I'm not really a big fan of the title yet. I know we have to put an is in there. I feel like I maybe want to play around with this a bit. I think it's the font. I think I want a different font. Like the other font says Disney so much, which is fine because it's fine. I just like something different could be nice. Like this is simple, but like the title is Peter Pan is Dead, by the way. I just need to add the is. Like this is simple, but like it's more mature, I feel. And I love that other font. Harder to see though. I don't know. When designing is say, I think a year as well. I've been doing them just over a year and I'm just starting to feel confident about it. Yeah. Yeah, it took me about a year, I think. How do we feel about this font? Yeah, Woodland's a good suggestion. Like the two Ds could be bigger, and then maybe I could squeeze Peter Pan in the middle. I could do the two Ds bigger for sure, or I could do the first D bigger. I'm just like, JC likes the first font better, at least for the word dead. Let me try something here. Oh, that's way too small. I don't know what I was thinking. No. I do think this needs to be smaller. Oh, I could do this. Have this here. Kind of like that. D is asking, how are you going to fit is? I'm just going to put it some, like is a word that doesn't need to be as like big as the other words. So I'm just going to put it wherever it kind of looks best. Okay, I'm just going to leave it. And then we have to do this though. I want the E to weave through here. So it's not really in the best position right now. So this is 8, 14. 8 plus 14. No, 14 minus 8 divided by 2 is 11. Okay, that's our center. Okay. So this can move this way. That doesn't really work with the E anymore. I do like it closer together. This needs a little breathing room. Okay. Peter Pan, dead. I actually might cover up this E. We're gonna see how this looks, guys. It might not look good, but we're just gonna give it a shot. I don't hate it. I don't love it. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. Okay. I mean, I think it's looking pretty good. Let's put the is in, and then let's start adding some magic. So is could go here. I actually think it works really well there. Oopsies. Could also go there. Well, it's there, so we're just gonna have it be there. Okay. Time for some magic. Alrighty. I like this one. This is very like Neverlandy, I think. I kind of want it in the background, like going towards the island. This guy. Oh, it needs to be behind the rigging too. And obviously it doesn't fit with our color scheme right now, so we're going to do we think red? The orange is kind of cool. I'm not really. Actually, I kind of like it just in the sky. Just kind of like coming out of the island, you know? Like it's Neverland. Yeah, like that, coming out of the island like that. Okay. Someone in the comments mentioned putting some of the magic in front of the skull, and that is a good idea. But I think we might choose a different kind of magic. Okay. We're also going to just put in some text right now. Okay. Sorry, guys. I haven't been talking a lot. Just trying to sort out the cover. That's all. All right. I'm just taking a look at the comments here. So I need Zara is heading out. It was great seeing you, Zara. Is there any way Tink's ball of light could be in the sky somewhere? Yeah, we could definitely add Tink. What if the twist is that we think it's Hook, but Peter Pan killed Hook and stole his hook? Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Whoever writes this has to write this in there. Okay. It's looking pretty good though. Oops. It is looking pretty good. Now we do want something in the foreground, like some sort of magic or something like kind of in front of all of this stuff to add even more dimension. I think magic was a good option. So let's try that. Excuse me. I'm not sure if this is the magic though. I think it's like cool for the sky. But like the actual like what's happening in the cover is pretty dark. So like something maybe a little dark. Okay. Let's have a look-see here. I mean, this is actually a really good option for Tank, so we're gonna use that. Maybe something like this around the skull. Like, because there's like, I don't know, there's like magic going on or something. I feel like maybe this belongs on the title. Oopsies. Maybe on Hook's hook. Like there's something like happening after Hook kills Peter. about like we need our colors back? Although it looks really cool in pink. Like something's happening. I kind of like that. Like something is happening as Hook like guts him. I don't know. What do we think? What do we think? I think that's kind of cool. It's like something's like spewing out of it. I kind of want it to go in the same direction of the Hook though. So the Hook's kind of like twisting at the end. So something like that. Yeah. Then we just need to change this one in the background here because it's like crowding it too much. Not this one, this one. No? I wonder if this goes back here. We need to darken a part of these clouds. To get our magic showing a bit more. Okay. We're just gonna, I don't like how close these magics are. So we're just gonna do this. Make it like a shooting star. Okay. Okay. I'm into it. I'm into it. We still need something that is kind of in front of the title. Or not in front of the title, in front of the midground. Does foreground have an E in it? I can't recall. Okay, so that's what the front cover is looking like right now. Okay. It's looking good. It's looking good. There's stuff that needs to happen though. First of all, this needs to go into the background. It's just like floating out there. There's stuff that needs to happen. Like, first of all, we actually do need to add a little bit more shadow onto the skull here. Because I don't know why the inside of the skull's mouth is so freaking bright. It shouldn't be. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's better, kind of. Okay, that's better. I have a bit of an issue with the rigging, but we're gonna go in and fix that. This is like our front cover. From here, from there, from the second blue line to the 14, from here to here is our front cover. I'm getting there with being okay with it. Maybe we do just put D, you mentioned changing the color of the is. We're not going to change the color of it, but we are going to change the we're going to change the effect on it a little bit. What happens is like all of these have the same effect on it, and when you make the effect smaller, it kind of screws up it kind of screws it up a little bit. So like, let's bring is out here. Here, I'll show you right now. So because it's smaller, all of these different like bevels and whatnot are measured in pixels, or like size. Sorry, they're measured in pixels. So like it's too, basically it's too big right now. Or it was too big. One second. Like the inner shadow's too big, so we can take that out. The bevel is probably also too big, but it actually looks pretty okay. Yeah, like that needs to go. Do any of these? The pattern's kind of nice. We don't need the pattern. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna take off the inner shadow. Peter Pan is dead. Morbid. Okay. I want more. I want it to be like, I lied. I'm fixing the rigging now. I can't stand it. Like so much better. I definitely need to use my proper pen for this though. And I know these are like ropes hanging out, but they just look like mistakes. So we're just gonna get rid of them. If it would let me. Why isn't it letting me? heck? Okay, that seems to work. I hate these. Like I know what they're supposed to be, but it's not working for me, okay? Like this all needs to be touched up. It's okay though. Okay. That already looks better. It's not even like that much better, but it already looks better. When designing, said some reflective red light on the skull / hook could be really nice for depth, but it might be something done better with your tablet later. Yeah, it might be. But we could do some reflective red light for sure. Like here. That's a great idea. So let's go on the hook here. I know it's pink. We'll fix it up. A little bit of reflection there. I kind of do want it more red right now though. The pink actually looked better because it was lighter. You do that. Some red on the skull. Okay, I want like, we're just gonna actually do that. A little bit of red on the skull. It's looking good, guys. It's looking good. I think at this point, okay, I actually think the sky needs to be darker. I've been like, something's been off a little bit. And I think the actual sky here needs to be a little darker. Yeah, that's better. That's better. Okay. Okay. It's looking pretty good. I definitely need something in the front though, like down here. Maybe not magic, maybe like up here. And kind of just have them going in front. Just bear with me. It might look terrible, but it's gonna be like almost black. I don't know, maybe. I feel like the lines are too like parallel. Let's warp them a bit. Like, I feel like it's weird that they're so like parallel. Back too. And then we can have it we could have the shadow. Nope, that's not what we want. Well, we're actually going to paint the shadow onto the skull. Where is my skull? The rigging makes no... we're going to call this rigging shadow. Needs to be bigger than that. And we're just going to have it like black. Needs to be bigger than that. There we go. There. I think that looks good. Okay. Maybe it does need to be a little darker. because it's in the shadowy section of the, I think that looks good. Okay, here we go. I'm into that. All right, I think it's about time that we see what it looks like on a 6x9. Okay. Kelly's saying Peter Pan always was annoying. Glad he's now immortal pests. Lol. That's hilarious. I love that. That's so funny. Okay. And we're going to take a look at it on its okay. Let's have a look-see at what this might look like. Okay, here it is on the 6x9. I think it looks pretty good. I'm still not really the biggest fan of the font right now, but I think it looks pretty good. The rigging needs to be fixed, and so I'm going to go ahead and fix that. But I think it looks pretty good. Maybe a few more things in the background. I don't know. Let me know in the comments. I'm going to play around with the font because I'm not really the biggest fan at the moment. Just not the biggest fan. You know what could be a nice font? Jupiter. Okay. Peter Pan, like that looks kind of cool. Let's do 130. Now 120. And we'll put this down to like 90. JC says, oh, this looks great. I still do like the other font. It added a bit of pizzazz to it. I agree. The other font is one of my favorite fonts, actually. I'm just trying to get away from like, it looks a little Disney-like. See, on this one, I could see just doing like pan and slotting pan right in here and being like, pan is dead. I like this. Peter Pan. Is dead. I don't know. I don't know. Oh man, typography is so hard. Because then we could do some glyphs. That's kind of like swashbuckling. Let's try this. Wow, that is not what I want. What about this font? I love this font. Peter Pan is dead. We would have to go brighter because the font is smaller, so. All on the same line. Okay. Sarah's like, oh, you're still going. I'm at my mom's place right now, and I'm glad I didn't miss the end. We're still going. I'm still debating. I'm fighting with myself over the font. But I think I like this one. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually move this down. Move this. Wow. Wish my computer would listen to me. Down. Tell your mom I say hi, Zara. Can you make the Peter Pan font a little, I don't know, brighter a bit? So, JC, I'm going to make it bigger. I'm going to make it like this. So we'll see how it goes. What? My computer hates me right now. I don't know why that's going backwards, but it is. Pan. Okay. Something's weird's happening with my fonts right now, but so I was thinking like Peter Pan is dead. Ah. Come on, Iz. Come here. No. Oh my god. My computer hates me right now. I hate it. It's because this file's getting big. And I'm streaming. There's a lot going on at once. Now let's try this. Peter. This needs to change. We're gonna make Peter big too. How big is Pan? These two need to be smaller, like 80. I know we like the other font. I'm going to go with this one for now. I'm sorry, guys. It's just because I use that other font very often. And so I like switching it up a bit. I'm going to make this brighter. Okay. You see, as per your suggestion, we're going to make this brighter. So it's a little brighter. I kind of want the whole title to drop below the skull. And so we're going to do this. And this too, but I can't really see that much here, so we're gonna have to experiment a little bit. With where it goes. And then here too. Nope. Ah! Okay, there we go. Wow, this is so hard without my tablet. And then I think we need to take the whole title and the whole midground up. And the rigging. Rigging, title, midground. Up we go. There we go. On the title, we need a stronger, not stronger, larger. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. All right. So, I mean, I think we are really getting there, though. So this needs to change to this. And we're gonna make it much smaller. That looks good. Let's put a little fancy schmancy thing on this R here. Because we can. And then we can actually move this down. Okay. It's looking okay. I think Dad needs to move this way. Okay, not that much that way. Do we also put a fancy thing on this D? Yeah, I mean, I like that. Okay. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. I think we need to do something with the background. There's something like funky going on. One, we need it to be darker. I honestly don't know. Like, it adds magic, but it just adds like I like it better without, I think. We're gonna get rid of it. We're gonna get rid of this one too. Honestly, we're getting rid of all of them. I like the front magic and just having that. This needs to change color. Yeah, that's fine. And then we're going to make this a little pretty. Make this a little pretty. No, I don't like that one. Also put this down a little bit. Okay. It's looking okay. What I need from these clouds here is less gray, more purple. So we're gonna adjust the color a little bit. There, that's nice. That's nice. And I think I need this blurrier. No. Yeah. Okay. And I think I need more rigging. Like all throughout. Oh, you know what we didn't move? When we moved everything, we didn't move the magic. That's why it looks so weird. Okay. There's a weird chunk taken out of the D here, so we're gonna put that back. Okay, I honestly think maybe we don't need the whole huge rig here. And we could just have like a couple ropes. Nah, I like the big rigging. I like it. It's looking good though, guys. It's looking good. How are we feeling? How are we liking it in the comments? I think we're getting there. I think it's looking good, guys. I think it's looking good. I'm excited for this one. Okay, I'm gonna put the spine on just so that there is a spine. Okay, so let's add a spine here. Oh no! Our file's just really big. I knew it. I'm okay. Excuse me. We're just gonna do it all in a straight line. No. So this had a thing on it. This did not. And this did. Wow, why isn't that working? That's rude. It works. We're actually going to get rid of this is. And we're going to just write that separately. Something weird is going on with my font. I want this regular. Okay. What the frick? So weird. Anyway, something weird is going on there, but I'll make that small. Okay. Okay. Peter Pan is dead. Oh, thanks, JC. I just saw your bless you comment. Thank you. Spine text, and then we're gonna have the spine author name. I don't know why I did it this way. This was so stupid, but I did. So here's what it is. We're gonna put the author name there, and then we're gonna just have like book 1 at the top or something. There. Okay. I think it's looking good. Okay, that works. So I think for this stream, we are going to call it. I think this is looking pretty good. Unless we want to put a ship in the background. You know what? Screw it. Let's put a ship in the background. Let's go for it. Okay. I already have pirate ships. Like, do we want this one in the background? No, I think like one of these. I will flatten the image and then I'll convert it, like I'll flatten all the layers or I'll merge all the layers and then I'll convert it. I'll show you. I'll do it right now. I cheat, basically. The ones you really the color that's gonna go out of gamut so we don't have much green in this, so we might be okay, but I'll show you what I do. We're just ignore the shittiness of this cut right now. I just think we're gonna lose this one. Like if we put it in the back here. I don't. The problem is we can't really put it on the front. There's a lot going on in the front. And if we put it back here, it's going to mess with the font a little bit. Okay. We could put it like small and then here. Huh. Okay, let me just try the CMYK thing right now. So this is what I normally do. It takes a little like rejigging. I'll export it when designing. I'll export it in PDF in CMYK and we can take a look at the difference. So normally for paperbacks, I will always bump up the brightness or the vibrancy or the saturation. We're gonna just we're gonna actually open up the other one too. Open. It's gonna take forever. All of my files are huge. So, okay, a few things. So Amazon KDP is really good at converting colors. So KDP is really good at that. You don't necessarily have to do it for KDP. Ingram Spark, like, I mean, you should, but like they will convert the colors. Ingram Spark will not. So you have to provide CMYK to Ingram Spark. And And obviously you should for KDP because it'll just look more true to what it's going to look like. So I'm going to merge all the layers. Like I'm just going to flatten this. We're going to hope it works and that there's no errors or anything. Okay, perfect. It looks the same. This is just how I go to CMYK. And it looks a little bit more faded. Can everyone see the difference? So like this is the original and this is it in CMYK. And then we're going to export it to PDF just to see what it looks like. And we're going to also export the RGB. Save as. PDF. Okay, and then another way to do it too here is this is what Ingram Spark likes this setting. So I always set it to this if I'm doing. If there were greens in here, they would look a lot different. Like we're just kind of lucky. Most of the colors that we're using convert pretty well. We want a PDF. We're just gonna save this one as like the normal high quality print. Yeah, it's because when there's greens, so Zara, well, first of all, the printers, they always look different on screen than the printed version because the printers are not that great. But Ingram's a better printer, but yeah, the CMYK version will always look different. Yeah, when designing, oh, that is so close. Even with the purples, I have the hardest time with purples converting. Really? I always have a hard time with green. But you know what? I find if I merge all the layers first, we're going to go back and I'll show you again. I'll do it without merging the layers. I'll just convert it. It'll look super messed up. I promise you. So look at this purple and then look at this purple. The purples are more faded, like brighter, a little bit more washed out. Also a little bit more washed out, less washed out. I know it's like very, very subtle. Okay. It took me forever to figure out like a way that worked for me though. Okay. I'm going to save as experiment because I'll show you. Okie dokie. So we're just waiting. Yeah, when designing, try it this way, because if I change it this way, wish me luck. if I don't do it the way that I just did it, where you compress it first. Like, what the heck? Like, what just happened? Anyway, that is why I don't do it this way. We're just gonna close this. This is terrible. Okay, so this is the CMYK. I'm just gonna stop sharing my screen really quickly and open up these files. Oh, I should have opened it with preview. 1 second. You might be able to see the differences better side by side. Okay, here we go. AC was wondering what the differences are, or like couldn't see the differences. So this is the CMYK version right here, and this is the RGB version. So as you can see, everything's just like slightly more dull. Like, so this is the regular version, and this is the CMYK version. So CMYK, RGB. Yeah, it's duller. So what you can do, to kind of combat this a little bit, but it changes the cover slightly. So this is obviously much brighter. This is much duller. Is in Photoshop, is you can, in the CMYK version, like go into the sometimes cheat the printers like that. Like, you can sometimes cheat the printers like that. Just go in and play with the brightness and contrast and re-export it until you get something a little bit closer. But the problem is like you're playing in a different color profile, so the colors might have converted a little weird, and then you end up with like slightly different colors versus just a duller version. Anyway, but it's like the reason it's duller is because the printers can't print this. Like, they just like cannot print this brighter version. It's impossible. So that's why. Anyway, I think we're done. Like, I think we're good. I think this is the cover. I'm going to play around with cleaning it up a little bit, and then I think this is the cover. Yeah, I quite like it. Well, thanks so much for joining, everyone. This was so much fun. Really appreciate everybody taking the time. I think this was the longest of the cover designs that I've ever done. But thank you again for joining. Really, really appreciate it. And I hope everybody's having a wonderful holiday season. And yeah, thank you again. I am going to sign off here. This was really fun. I'm glad we got to work on this together. So I'm going to make a few little tweaks, few little edits, and then this cover will be complete. Mostly what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix the rigging. Like that one patterned one in the back, like its lines are not clean at all. Anyway, thanks so much for joining, everyone. Talk to you later. Bye.